Okay, class 5 and 6, I wanted to talk a little bit about all the different types of adjectives. And I have made you a little chart here, which I'm going to send you in a minute. But mostly, I think the adjectives that you are most familiar with are these ones here, descriptive. And I've given a few examples. There are so many descriptive adjectives, okay? So here we have words like beautiful, which would describe the noun, the beautiful birds or the beautiful dress. Clever, which means to be very smart, okay? The clever boy or the clever girl. Small, big, you know those words. Kind, okay? The kind old lady or the kind old man. People who are very nice to others. Marvelous. Marvelous is another word for saying really good. Charming means to be very polite and nice to people. Nice, you know that word. Cruel. Cruel means to be mean. Handsome. Handsome is a word that we use for men. So we don't say a man looks pretty. We say a man looks handsome. Okay? Mean, you know this word. Okay? Somebody is mean or nasty to you means they're not nice. Ugly is the opposite of beautiful. Means that there's something really not nice looking about it. Okay, and I've got that word nice twice there. But anyways, you get the idea that those are descriptive words. But adjectives can also be quantity, okay? So quantity is talking about an amount of something where it doesn't actually give an exact number. So many means a lot, like 10, 12, 100, 1,000, you know, many, like lots, right? There are many people living in New Delhi. That would be a sentence. This word here, a few actually means 3 or 4. And don't get that word mixed up with few. I haven't put few on here. But few, without the a, actually means a very, very small amount of a very large amount, okay? We kind of went through these in determiners because a lot of these can be determiners as well, okay? So then we have a lot. A lot is another word for many. A bunch, so we would say, this is a collective noun, too, where we say we have a bunch of grapes, or I have a bunch of apples that I'm going to make a pie from. A bundle, we would say a bundle of sticks. So it's describing the sticks, as was a bunch was describing the apples, okay? A little is usually used for non-countable things, like I would like a little milk in my coffee or a little sugar for my tea. Enough means you don't need any more and you don't need any less. You have enough sugar in your tea. You don't want any more and you don't want any less. Okay? Several can mean the same as many, but not as much. Okay? So we could say I have several ideas for our meal next week. Okay? Much. Much is a word that usually we use with uncountable things. How much money do you have? How much milk would you like? Okay? And any is usually something when we're referring to like a negative thing. I don't have any money. I don't have any sugar. Or we might use it, in a question. Sorry, computer went off. We might use it in a question as well, okay? Do you have any sugar? Do you have any water? But we wouldn't ever say, I want any water. You don't say it like that in a statement. So it's either as a negative or in a question. Half means, okay, if you have 6 apples, you say, I'll take half of those, meaning you will take 3, okay? Some means an amount of a larger amount. Plenty, if you look at this word enough, then plenty means that you have more than enough, okay? So if you're planning a party and you need lots of potatoes and you go and check and you see that, you've got 20 potatoes, that'll feed everyone, but you actually have 30 potatoes and you have plenty of potatoes. You have more than enough. Okay, so we'll go over this one in the definite, okay? Definite gives an exact number. So you can use your ordinals, like he was the first boy to arrive at school. So we have first, second, third. You might he came third in the race, okay? Or he was the third ambassador to the United Nations, whatever. And then you have words like 1, 2, 3. I would like 1 apple, please, or I would like 2 apples. Again, it's describing the apples. And then we have indefinite, which came from these ones over here. So we could have a few, all, he ate all of the biscuits. She has many pencils in her bag. I would like a couple of pens, please. So that means I want 2. Then we come over here, and let me just move this up a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Then we have distributive. Distributive means each. Each means if we say each of you is getting a tablet. So we're talking about a group, but we were talking about one person at a time. So each of you are getting a tablet, okay? If we say every means every day. Every is describing the day, okay? So that means every day this week we will have a grammar lesson, okay? Now, either means that you have a choice, okay? You can have either the blue sweater or the red sweater, but not both. You have a choice. Neither is a negative of that. So we could say neither Ayush or Ishant came to class today. So that means both, right? Okay, whole. Oh, Marley ate the whole cake, means all of it. And then both means 2 things. So if we're talking about the red and the green sweater, you can have both sweaters. Means you can take the red and the green. And all, of course, means everything, right? Then we have our interrogative adjectives. So we have which, okay? Which sweater would you like, the red or the green, okay? What is used when we need to know something like, what day is it today? And whose, when we're trying to find out who's what something, an object and who it belongs to. So whose shoes are these? Whose pencil is this? And you notice that these are coming just before the noun, okay? So which sweater? Sweater is a noun. What day? Day is a noun. Whose shoes? Shoes are a noun, okay? And then we come over here. These are the demonstrative ones. So I want this apple. That means it's close to us. And it's singular, 1, okay? That. I want that apple over there, okay? So it means 1, but it's farther away. These, this is plural, and it's close to us, okay? These shoes are mine. They're right here. But those shoes over there belong to Ayush. Okay, so I'm going to send you this chart, and I want you to write it out, color it like I have, and put it in your books. Nice and neat, okay?